Hey, my friends, I'm having technical difficulties today. So we only have one camera. I have tried all my different iPads. Nothing else will connect with my Switcher Studios. I don't know if I'm going to be live. I know I'll be able to record this and I can't check my messages. Let me see. Maybe I can on my iPad. I just can only get one camera, so we only have our camera down to the table. I had to actually take my phone and do that. But yeah, I've tried multiple times. I think it's something to do with Switcher Studios because my internet is working fine. So we're just going to do it. Unable to download. It won't connect. My iPad, something's acting up with the iPad. I think it might be my internet is having issues here or Switcher Studios. But anyways, go ahead and say hello. Oh, I see Laura's comment. Sorry, I only have my camera down onto my table today. So, and I had to resort to using my phone. So I will not be up in the corner. And I will not be showing you myself today. So, hey, maybe it should be that way every day. Okay, I'm trying to get my tape stuff ready, my board with my tape, and it has stuff stuck all over it. Go ahead and say hello. We're going to do our cute little ornaments today. I am going to put some new tape on here. But let me go ahead and do that. Hi guys. I'm having issues, but I restarted everything 3 times already. That didn't help. I think it's a Switcher Studio issue. It's only connecting to one camera. So I have my iPhone up here. So just go ahead and say hello. I won't be able to give you the link. This is the monthly kit that we're going to do. At least I'll be able to get through this because I know a lot of you guys got your ornament kits already, and you might want to paint them this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to go, and we'll just wing it today. Sometimes you have to punt, right? So guys, guess what? I got my dress, and it's not the dress. So on to the third dress. Can you believe it? Third dress. Yeah. So the third dress comes today. So I have 2 to return. I have shoes, but I ordered other shoes. So I was going to go with a long dress, a long formal dress. Well, the first 2 long formal dresses just weren't what I wanted them to be. I don't know. I didn't go out and shop. I just looked on the internet. Last time when I went through the internet, I got really good stuff. I guess I just lucked out. I don't know. But anyways, so I have a third dress coming today, and it is one that goes to like mid-calf. And it's really cute. So it's kind of a fun one, not really as formal as, you know, as some of them, but guess what? We are all different and we all have different styles, and if this is what Darlene wants to do, that's what I'm going to do. So cross your fingers and your toes that the third dress will be the correct one. So if you're just hopping on, sorry, I cannot be in the corner. Sorry, my other my cameras, everything else is not working, not connecting with Switcher Studios. I only have this one right here. So all you have is my hands today. So sorry, but that's what you get. All right, we're going to do our ornaments today. Let me go ahead and say hello. Hello. Hi, Laura. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Sarah. Good morning, Bridget. Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, yeah. Lots of prayers for you for your interview. Oh, my gosh. That's exciting. That's exciting. So third time's the charm, Laura. Yes, I hope so for sure. Hey, Carrie. Hi, Pam. Hi, Lynn. Okay, let me move these. So this is the stander. Some of you guys ordered the stander. This is the size of the stander. I actually have a couple other things here. Let me show you. So this is the door sign. When I told you it's big, it is big. It is really big. Look how big it is. So this is the door sign. Let me put it sideways. Yeah, it's 18 inches long. It takes 3 boards to do it, and it's adorable. It's adorable. So let me just put that out of the way. And then I wanted to show you, I worked on a birthday insert for the window. I don't have it posted yet, but look at how cute it is. The first one I painted, the color isn't exactly what I want, but it would be more boyish. So it's the first one I did has a lot more blue on it. But look at how cute this is. So I haven't posted this either. But I will. I'll get that posted. Okay, so this is the stander. It's pretty big. The stander's pretty big. Okay, let's move these. I have beads and I have jute and I have ribbon, and we're going to go ahead and paint. Going back to, I know, I'm so sorry. Yeah, old school. So yeah, it's what happens sometimes. Oh well, that's my life sometimes. So yeah, Switcher Studios just does not want to cooperate this morning. Or my phones, it just won't connect. So the phone that I have up here is my newer iPhone. I was just thinking about that. I'm going, it's probably time for a new phone. It is probably time for a new phone, because if you want to see the phone that I've been having up there on that one, it is my old phone. Old phone. Look at old school phone, old phone, and it won't hold a charge. You have to keep it plugged in. Yeah, and it won't connect. See, it says waiting for connection. It won't connect. Oh well, that's my life. So it won't kill us. I'll get it figured out. I really think it has to do with Switcher Studios. I don't think that it's a permanent thing. Oops, I just dumped my white. Of course I did. So yesterday, sorry guys, I could not be on here. I have been working very, very hard with my work stuff, getting everything squared away. I've told you guys that we still have some struggles. Okay, I'm just going to do this because I'm going to put my paint at the bottom here. We still have some struggles on things. And I was at a point where I was at a good point where I needed to keep going. So as soon as I woke up yesterday, I just kept going on my paperwork, because I'd gone to sleep the night before, like at midnight or 12:30ish. and I just, because I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. Anyways, so I was at a good point where I needed to just pick that up yesterday morning and just do it and just get it done. So that's what I did. That was why I couldn't be on yesterday. Okay, I'm just moving everything around, getting all my pieces so that they're kind of make sense. Okay, that's one. Don't inhale. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm just choking. That's all. So these aren't necessarily going to make sense on the board as far as the colors and all of that. I'm trying to just make them make sense within the same ornament so that I don't get things in the wrong place. Okay, so I want to make sure that the correct things stay with the correct ornament. Okay, so, and I have my cheat sheet here. So this is what comes with your kit. Okay, and if you order no, you get this regardless. you get the little guy regardless. He's going to be the same as the ornament. So he comes with your kit. He's your freebie for the month. And then here is our little pictures to go by. So Tara's painting a bunch of my little reindeer standers. She took a bunch home. I'm like, yes, that would be really cute. Thank you. So she's working on those. So how are you guys doing? What's up? What's up with you guys? Countdown has begun. Countdown has begun. Okay, so on this one, there's a choice. So this arm piece here, I'm going to choose not to put it there. If you want to personalize it, put a name on it. You can handwrite a name on it. I'm going to just take it off. That's kind of what it's there for personalizing. I'm going to just remove it and not have it be there. Okay, my antlers. I'm trying to put the things that are the same colors together. But there's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, but I think we're going to do good. I think we're going to have room for everything on this board. I'm not going to have to get another board, which is a good thing. Okay, and then this one has the the gift card holder. A couple of you guys have sent me messages and asked what this is. This is optional to go on the back. If you want to make it into a gift card holder, we can do that. I hope I'm still live. Can someone just comment and tell me that I'm still live? Because I cannot see on anything. So I know it's still recording. It says it's still live. Hi, Judy. How are you? I'm having troubles this morning. I tried like 3 times restarting everything, but so we just have our one camera, but that's okay. You know what? We're just going with it. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to do it. You just have to go with it. Okay, so the reason this has tape on it is because it has all the little bricks underneath of it. Okay, so I don't want to remove that tape until I put it down onto here. Okay, because I want to be able to take those pieces out and have them be in the correct order, if that makes sense. So trying to put all my pieces here where, Merry Christmas. Okay, so this will come taped, has all the little bricks. It's all cut out. Thanks. Thank you, Pam. So if you guys can just comment once in a while so I know I'm still live, since it shows I'm still live, but hello. Things have happened before. Your supervisor's dad passed away yesterday. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Gonna make her the loved one sign. That will be perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That is so sad. Okay, so the way to do this, I actually probably need an extra piece of tape in there because of the way that this is. I'm going to just throw an extra little piece of tape in here. This is the bricks, and I want them to stay in the right order. Okay, so I'm going to take the tape off, and then I'm going to lift off the little grid that goes around it. Mine got a little, oops, it's upside down. Let's turn it around. It is upside down. Not that it matters. I can paint it upside down, but I kind of want it to be the right way because when I take it off and I assemble it, actually, I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull it back up because of the tape. Okay, so we're just painting it upside down. It has the word scored on it. That's the reason why. So it says, Merry Christmas. So I'm just going to pull off the grid now. So I'm just pushing the bricks down, keep them down on here. So we're upside down. So we're just going to remember that we're upside down on that. Let me just move a couple of things. There's always room for a couple more things. All right. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Let's paint. Let's paint, guys. Okay. I just want to get this done for you guys so that you have it for the weekend. Okay. I hope I have enough of my sable brown. If I don't, I'll run and grab another one from the other room. Okay. Let's do all of our sable brown. So there's pieces on here that you don't have to paint. So I might not paint everything on the reindeer. You might go, why aren't you painting that? Because it's not going to show. And if it's not going to show, then I don't want to waste my paint, right? So anyways, oh guys, I had a huge breakthrough on our new program last night with QuickBooks. Without telling you, you know, I don't like to talk about it too much about my other job because, you know, I don't want to say anything that might not be a good thing for the company. But one thing that happened to me when we upgraded to this new thing, the new QuickBooks, was that I went to reconcile the checkbook and it threw everything back. If you guys know QuickBooks and you've had to reconcile online, you reconcile each month, okay? Well, it threw everything back from the beginning of time with that QuickBooks program. This is our second set of doing a QuickBooks, so it started in 2018 with this one. So every check, every deposit, everything from 2018 on was on my screen when I went to reconcile the checkbook in QuickBooks. Imagine what kind of a nightmare that caused. But I got it done last night. So that meant I had to go through 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 8 years of transactions to reconcile. Okay, so this is sable brown. Sometimes some people like to do their reindeer a different brown. You can do it any brown you want. I just kind of sticking with sable brown for these ones. Sometimes I do my reindeer a different color. We'll go back and we'll do the bottom of the hooves darker with our burnt umber. So, oh my goodness, guys, life. So I'm coming up on my little getaway with my sister. Kind of excited. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. I'm a little worried. There are going to be a lot of protests on Saturday, but not necessarily in the area that we're going, that I know of. So we will be up in Newport Beach. I kind of feel like it's not going to be in that area where they're protesting there, but you never know. So there's like, I don't know, like 10,000, 20,000, however many thousand protests across the U.S. this coming weekend for various reasons. So hopefully they all stay peaceful. We're going to pray for peaceful protests. Everybody has a right to protest, and I will fight for people for that right to protest. We all should have our voice. Let's just keep it peaceful. Wherever you are, if you're out there at a protest and it starts to get not peaceful, please leave and go home. Don't be a part of the problem, because we don't want any of you guys to end up getting hurt or being arrested. So something that I've noticed, okay, so I know I talked to you guys about this, and this morning I saw more comments too on these pages. So I'm on a lot of dog pages in many different areas, and the undocumented people are very, very aware of what's going on, and that they do want to get out there and protest, but I mean, they don't want to be arrested for sure, but they're very aware of the bad things that are happening too. So they communicate with each other and say, hey guys, it's time for you guys to come home now, because it's getting ugly out there. And I love that these neighborhoods are doing that, and that they recognize that, because it's not necessarily those people of those neighborhoods that are committing the violence out there. So I'm glad to see that they're smart about that. And I just kind of stay quiet on the pages. I'm on there to help people with their dogs when a dog goes missing. I'm on many, many, many neighborhood pages up in LA, San Bernardino, Riverside County. And I just kind of listen, and and they are being smart about it. So I think it's a good thing. So hopefully, because most people just want it to be peaceful. I don't know anybody of my friends or anyone that gets up and go, hey, let's go riot. Let's all keep it peaceful, and if it gets where it's not, please leave. I want all my friends to come home. So, hi, Marilyn, how are you? I'm going to have fun this weekend. I'm excited. Yeah, and even the little trip over there on the, okay, so that was burlap that I just did. Sorry, I'm just kind of doing. Even the trip over there on the little boat should be fun too. I'm definitely going to take a jacket, because it can get cold going fast on the water. And also, it's not going to be that warm over there. It's actually, I think it's just going to be in the low 70s. I can't check, because my phone that I could check on is right up there. I got to get that figured out before tomorrow morning. Okay, this is Tuscan Red. Going to do all of our red. Get that done. If you want to do a red nose and do one of them Rudolph, you absolutely can do that. That is totally up to you. Okay, green. So we're going to do our scarf green, and then we'll do our stripes in red. You hate to ask here, but were you able to determine the missing piece? Yes, we did. We had to send it out again, because it was sent out, but if you hadn't received it, then it was in an envelope. So we want to make sure that you get that. So it went out again. So you should get it soon. It always takes longer when it comes in an envelope, because they don't process letters as quickly as they do priority mail. So you should have it, I would say probably Saturday. Saturday, Monday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we had to resend it, because even though it went out, sometimes those things don't always come through. Exactly. We don't want another La Mesa. We don't want things burnt. There are going to be a lot. There are a lot scheduled, but they are scheduled peaceful protests, and let's keep it that way. So I love that we have a voice. We all deserve to be able to have that voice. So, okay, let me see. I think that I need to do, no, I need to do green up there. Okay, so the trees. Let's do the little trees. There's little trees up here. That's the only thing you have to paint on this one, except there's the little circle part. You want to paint that too. You want to paint the circle part. So let me find that one. That's this one right here. We're going to paint it the same color as the antlers. You grew up in the barrio. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Title I school. Yes. Yes, I totally understand. You're no stranger to this. Yes, exactly, Roxanne. I completely understand. So, I mean, I have so many friends that, you know, they're Hispanic. I have so many friends growing up and in Idaho that do not have their paperwork or are married to people that don't. And you know what? I support them. I don't want them hauled away. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I feel like there's other ways to handle all of that, and they need to make the process easier. Okay, so it is difficult. I have helped people study for their citizenship exam when I first moved here. I did help a family get their citizenship, and studying for the exam was a lot. I don't know if it's changed since then. I don't know if you have to do exactly all the same things, but I do know it needs to be easier for people to get it, because I've been talking to a lot of people on those neighborhood pages. They don't know who I am. They don't know that I don't live there. But I ask questions, and I'm like, what exactly is keeping you from getting your paperwork? And they go, some of them have been working on it for 20 years and they get denied, and they come back the next year and they get denied. So it's not necessarily that they don't want to. It's that the process is really, really hard. Okay, so white, this is white also. You can do gray if you want to. If you want to do the grout on your thing, great. Oh, I need to do red for the bricks. So sorry to talk about all that. I usually try not to, but I'm really concerned. I am really concerned that things are going to get out of hand this weekend with so many different protests around the entire U.S. You know, it's pretty much everywhere. So just be safe, be smart, be ready to leave when it starts to get ugly. Always have an exit plan wherever you go. Look around. Where's your exit? Where do you need to go? And always comply. If they tell you to stop and not go somewhere, you need to stop right then. I've seen some ugly arrests. It's not a good thing, guys. Not a good thing. So just my little darling chat today, because I love you guys. I want everyone to stay safe. I want to stay safe. I don't know that there's going to be protests over on Catalina, but if there are, I'm going to stay away from them, because that's not what I'm going there for. It is not. Okay, that's the only thing that's black. And then this is brown. So let me get my burnt umber. Sorry, I'm going back and forth a little bit. This is burnt umber. Okay, and then I'm looking around. Did I get everything painted? I did. Now I just need to dry and get second coats. I just love my friends, and I don't want anything happening to anyone. We want everyone to be safe. We do. We want everyone to be safe. And if there's riffraff out there happening, they need to be arrested. Take them out of there. No, I totally agree. I totally agree. So one of my friends, her husband was deported, so now she's here by herself. Yep. It's not a good thing. And I told you guys a story about, our potato warehouse in Idaho. We had undocumented workers. We didn't necessarily know that because they would give my dad paperwork. It's so funny. And they do use other people's social security numbers when they apply for work. So he would do the quarterly reports, and it would come back, this name doesn't match with this social security number. And so he'd call them in. They go, oh, I gave you the wrong one. And then give him another one. They had an endless supply of Fake documents. This is when I was a kid. I don't know if things changed, but we loved our workers. We loved our friends. You know, they are here to try to make their life better. The process is very long. It is a very long process. Most of them are doing the right thing. Some of them don't want to become citizens, but most of them are trying to do the right thing. It just takes a very long time. So I try to be understanding about that. I don't want my friends having to leave. I don't want their husbands having to leave. What I do want is I want the people that are the bad. I want the bad guys out of here. Let's just get the bad guys out, guys. Can we just get the bad guys out? Therefore, yes, exactly. Yes. Right. No, and it's true. I've never been to Catalina, so I'm really excited about it. I am. Um, Judy, yeah, and here was the problem is that in the process of getting the bad guys out, if they come across anyone that is undocumented, they have to take them in also. So in the process, that's what's happening a lot of the times is that there's other people that are there at the same time, and so at least that's what I'm seeing. Anyways, I agree. Let's focus on the bad people. Let's get the bad people out, and let's help those that really want to stay here get their citizenship. Let's help them. Let's make the process easier because no one wants a hard process. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine having to try again and again? And get told no? Yeah, it's not good. Not a good thing. So, anyways, I just want this world to be a happy place, and I don't want anyone getting hurt out there, Don't want anyone hurt this weekend. Your perspective is different from most. Do you hear a lot of Hispanics don't agree with us? Yes. Yes, I agree. No, and that's what I'm seeing. That's what I was seeing on what I see on the neighborhood chats that I'm on. They are out there trying to do the right thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Another thing that just made me so sad was that there were some people on there that said, is it safe to go to... This broke my heart, guys. Okay, so can you imagine? Okay, so a lady on there says, guys, I'm a single mom and I don't have my paperwork. Okay, so I'm seeing these things and I'm in the background seeing these things, guys. So I can tell you that this is absolutely the truth. This lady says, I'm a single mom, but I don't have my paperwork and I'm out of food. Is it safe to go to Walmart to get food? Is it safe for me to go get food for my family? I wish I lived up there and I would say, Mama, I'm bringing you food, but I'm not there. But there were other people that said, what do you need? We can help you. Because she was so afraid to leave, because she's the only one providing for her children. And if she leaves and something happens to her while she's out, her children are going to be there by themselves. And so that broke my heart that that's happening. There's a lot of eye-opening things on those pages. A lot of things. So sorry to be political. I usually don't. But it's on my heart that there has to be a better way to help them. There has to be a better way. We have to make the process easier. What if when you went to get your driver's license, you had to go back every year and they kept telling you no? I mean, look at just something simple like that. What if they told you no every time you went to go get it and you're like, well, I have to wait. I can't drive until, I get my license and I have to go back every year. So just a difficult thing that we all need to think about. Have some compassion. Love thy neighbor, I know. I would go. Yeah, exactly, Judy. I that's what I was like. If I was up there, I'd be bringing this person food, and I don't care. I would be going, Mama, what do you need? So, but people did step up. They're like, send me a PM, which was great. I will be in Catalina. We get there Saturday morning. We spend the night there and we come back Sunday. It's a short trip. Maybe if I was able to do more things, we would have left a day early, but it's kind of my fault too, because I'm really limited. We can't do the normal stuff we do. My sister and I like to go and do zip lining. We like to snorkel. I can't do that because I'm at risk because of the blood thinners. And I feel like because I'm new being on the blood thinners, I really need to watch what I'm doing. And I'm on the high dosage at the moment to get it in my system. So I don't want to have a brain bleed from hitting my head. So we're gonna tour the city. There's not a lot to see. It's not that big, but we're gonna have fun. We're just gonna get away. I mean, we just need to get away. Life is just too stressful. We need to get away. Okay, did I get second coats on everything? I think I did. I think I got second coats on everything. Let's dry this. I need to do stripes on my scarf. I need to do the hooves, and I need to do the cheekies. Yeah, so there's a few things that we do, but are they focusing on the non-criminals? I don't know what they're focusing on. I don't know, because I'm not them. I have no idea what they're focusing on, but I know what I would like them to be focusing on. That's what I know. I know what I would like to happen. We only know what we see on the news. We don't know everything. We don't hear everything, but you know, my main reason for talking about it is that I want you guys to stay safe out there. There's going to be a lot going on this weekend in almost every community. There will be different protests. So when you're driving, be aware of that. You don't want to get stuck in the middle of it. You don't want to drive right into a crowd of people. That would not be a good thing. Not a good thing. Okay, let's get all the cheekies. Oh, my head itches all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Okay, these are, did I do the wrong color? Oh, I did khaki tan instead of burlap. I'm like, that is a darker color. It's okay though. So I did khaki tan. I guess I didn't have burlap in here. All right, and then we're going to do our ears. I'm going to leave those ears on there to do. You know what? Let's just do this from here in the stripes. And we're going to do our hooves. Okay, which one are we going to do first, Darlene? Who's on first? Yeah, it's hard to see. Yeah, it's hard to know exactly what's going on because we're not in every single city. We don't know what's happening. It might be different everywhere. So, okay. I am looking for a smaller brush. Okay, there is a smaller brush. Let's do the stripes on this first. So I need a little bit more red. You think that's what sort of, yeah, right. I agree. I agree. They need to focus more on just the criminals. I know that there were some issues, but I do know some things just from the neighborhood chats. But there are some bad people that were picked up, you know, recently up there in LA. I know that there were. So some of it was good. Some of it might have been bad. I feel like they can't always do the right thing. Like when people get in the way, they're going to get arrested. And if they're undocumented, they're going back to their country of origin. That's just the way that it is. So whether they're from Mexico or Egypt or Canada or wherever, they probably will get deported regardless of where they're from. So, yeah. Okay. All right. What is there to do on Catalina? Tell me. Let's change the subject. You guys know I try really hard to not, and I'm not talking about different political parties. I'm simply talking about what's happening in the world right now because it's important to know. But in Catalina, we pull in and we think we're going to get a golf cart right away because we actually can't check into our hotel until the afternoon at 4:00. So we have quite a few hours to just look around the city and go and explore. So I think we're going to get a golf cart and we'll be very careful, I promise. We'll be exploring a little bit, and there's actually a tour. There's a haunted tour I think that one is actually, you get the, I think that one is on the carts, and you might have like a headpiece or something. I am not sure how exactly they do it, but okay, so I got my stripes for my cute little scarf. Okay, what's next? What's next? Who's on first? Um, yes, yes, right. Yeah, Roxanne, I agree with all of that. Yes. Um, yes, I do agree. So, yes, same, Laura. Um, yes. Candle. Okay, so yeah, I agree with everything. Instead of me just read, you guys can read what they wrote. I do agree with all of that. I do. Growing up in a family business where we did have people that were undocumented, but we didn't really know. They just gave us the wrong paperwork. I think my dad probably knew. I didn't know. I was like, oh, they gave him the wrong social security number. I could do that easily because, it was hard to remember your social security number back then. But they would have all these different cards. That's just what they have. They do. They have other and I do know people that got their social security statement, or got their, yeah, they actually, when they filed their taxes, somebody else had paid into their number, and so they're like, you didn't pay enough in taxes, and they're like, this is where I worked and this is all I made. So they have to remove the whoever had been paying into their number. Because it does happen. It does happen. Okay, chickies. Oh yeah, here's my little faces. Okay, so maybe I should just put the faces back on here. Oh my goodness. I think over there, I think there's quite a few things to do over on Catalina, but there's a museum, and there's just hiking, doing those type of things is fun. Where's my larger? Oh, there it is, right there. I actually didn't want to use red, but I started using red, and I have all the ears with red. On all my other ones, I use the pink. But hello, I'm talking too much. I'm a little distracted today. Here's our red cheekies. Okay, and I need to do the hooves still. Remind me to do the hooves. Okay, so we're doing red cheekies. It's okay. So, when I do my batches of ornaments, I don't always do everything the same. Some of my batches are different from the other batches. Cute little thrift stores. Nice. Oh, the glass bottom boat. Yeah, that would be fun. I would like to do that. Catalina is off the coast, like out, what's that direction? West of, LA area, out there. Somewhere out there. It's out in the middle of the ocean. Okay. I need to do the hooves. So these hooves here and those hooves there, I need to do the bottom part with burnt umber, and then we'll dry everything. And we are going to speckle these at the end because the speckling looked really cute. I did speckling on all of my other stuff. I'm going to show you the sign again because some of you might not have seen this sign, the large door sign. It's the same as this little ornament, just kind of blown up. Okay, there is that. Okay, let's dry this. We will have some white highlights on here, but we'll do that at the very end once it's all assembled and after it is speckled, because some of that stuff gets in the way. And the eyes also. So we still have a lot to do. Sorry, this is a long project. And I am not up in the corner here hopping on and saying, where's Darlene? I only have this camera. This is it. None of my other cameras will connect. I don't know what's going on. It's probably just a weird fluky Switcher Studio thing. I hope it's not forever. But it's okay. You know what? We just kind of roll with the punches. I don't let it stop me. I tried resetting everything 3 times and it didn't work. Okay. That is that. And I actually, the cheeks, I'm going to wait. There's some dots that are going to be on the cheeks, but guess what? I need to make sure that when I speckle it, that the white doesn't cover that up. So let's just kind of do this. Focus on the, yeah, it's expensive. I totally agree. I totally agree. Your ex-husband's wife had been trying for several years, denied because she messed up on one of the. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. That would be really hard. Off of Long Beach. Okay, so it's I leave out of Newport Beach is where I leave out of, but okay, so it's west of Long Beach. Okay. I just know it's out there in the ocean. It's an island. It's out in the ocean. Okay, let me just ink these as I take them off. It probably will be easiest to do that. And we'll get these all assembled. I was going to show you this again. Okay, so here's the standard one. So cute. He's so cute, isn't he? And then here's my birthday one. I haven't posted this one yet, but I decided, you know what? It's my birthday month. So I'm going to do a birthday one. See, these just pull out. I'm going to have these at the craft show. All the little inserts and the little things, and then this just slides, so you change that out. So my changeable window, and then the great big sign. I have to do it sideways because it's so big. It's so big. It's that big. This is cute. I don't know how many of those I'm going to make because they take 3 pieces of wood. That's why it's expensive. It's an expensive project. Okay, get everything done. We'll glue together, we'll speckle, and then we have our little, we have black or burnt umber dots on the cheekies, and then I have some white highlights that I'm going to do. I'll bring in my cheat sheet to look and make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. I don't ink my little snowflakes. I leave those. I'm going to kind of just go around stuff instead of getting out my Q-tip. If I don't like something, I can always go back over it, guys. I can always use a Q-tip once it's all done and fix anything that I feel like didn't turn out the way it should be. All right. Well, thanks for chatting with me, guys, and for understanding and not having mean, ugly things on there, because I love my friends. I love the people of my community. I want things to be fair for it. I always want things to be fair for people. I always want things to be fair in all that I do. I try to make things fair at my craft shows. I try to be fair in life. I try to be fair. So here I usually have a very unbiased opinion about most things like that, but I just want us to be careful and love each other and all of that stuff. So you got your kit, can't we? Okay, that's why I'm doing it today. So, because I know most of you got your kits yet already. Hi, Holly. Oh, thank you, Holly. Sorry, you didn't just hop on. Thank you. Laura says your puppy went to her second vet visit to get her vaccines. She's 11 pounds now. Oh my goodness, she's doing good in her crate. That's great. Yeah, we definitely have to have them crate trained when they're little like that, don't we? I know. Makes you mad, then it comes in and poops on the floor in the back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have an issue. I think it's because of rescue dogs. So I have pee pads in my house. I hate that. I hate that I have to have pee pads in my house, but I still do. And also because Stubby's so old, he can't get out the doggy door. He can go out the door when I open the door for him, but he actually falls. So I think that I'm going to have pee pads in my house until he's gone, and then I might work really hard on getting the other dogs all squared away again. It's the hardest thing. I know, you get so frustrated. Take them outside to potty and come back in and they just pee. Yeah, it's the way it is. It's the mom dog life. I have realized it. It's the mom dog life. Not all dogs are that way, but I've had really bad luck with this set of Shih Tzus. I don't know what it is, but my Shih Tzus before would always comply after at least, sometimes it would take a couple of months, but they would get it. They would understand, and they would eventually stop peeing in the house. This is the first time that I've had pee pads out. I've never had pee pads in my house. I've always just taken the dogs outside, but Stubby got where he can't, he falls. He falls when he tries to go out the doggy door, so he completely stopped just going out the doggy door. So it's my own fault right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. And boy, oh boy, he is in good health still. I got a little nap right there, like a fruit fly. He's still in good health for his age. It's surprising. He's still hanging in there. We always thought that, oops, it stuck to my finger and it came right off of there. I didn't think he'd last this long. He's really shocking all of us that he's still hanging in there. He's how did we say he was? He's like almost 16. I always get it wrong. My daughter corrects me. Because her dogs are a certain age, and then Stubby is like a little bit younger. I think I should do the eyes. I'm gonna have a hard time getting in there now. Let me see if I can do it. Let me grab my pen. No, the birthday window isn't in the shop yet. I'll get it added. I just got it done painting it last night. My first go around with it, I wasn't so happy, but I think it's because it's more boyish, and the sample will sell at my craft show, but it wasn't what I really wanted it to be on here. So I painted different colors last night. I did more pink in it. It was pretty much lots of blues in the other one, which is fine. You can paint them any color you want. I use primary colors. Pastel colors on the birthday one would be cute too. But I'll get that added, and then I'll add a picture. I wanted to accomplish this. This is the long one. Now remember, the videos on Facebook only stay for 30 days. So when you're looking for a video and you don't find it on Facebook, you're going to want to head over to YouTube. And I can't give you the YouTube link because my phone's up there. My phone's attached up there. So there's glue that's oozing out. Okay, so there's my first one. Let's keep going. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to assemble them as I go, because that'll be easier for me. And then I make sure that this, let's see, is the outside. I think that the outside might show. Okay. I think we're doing good, guys. It's not too late. It's been 47 minutes. I figure it'd take like an hour and 15 minutes probably from start to finish to do the video. You should be able to paint it in less than that time because you won't be yapping like I do. I get talking. I'm excited if you didn't get here at the beginning. My second dress for convention did not work. I'm on my third dress is going to be delivered today. So here's the problem, guys, is that my body shape is not what I want it to be. And trying to find a dress that doesn't accentuate those love handles and all of that stuff. And I actually ordered my body shaper. I thought I had one in there, but when I did my clean out, remember when I had bags and bags and bags of clothes that I got rid of? I think I got rid of that. So I got another, basically a body shaper that sucks all that fat in, smooths it out for you. I ordered that too. So all of that stuff will be here. My dress. So the colors that we got to choose from are pink and red. So I went with a light pink, like a cotton candy pink. And this time I chose a dress that's shorter and it's more fun. It's not as fancy, and it's just me. I think it's me. I think it's going to be me, and it's not as fitted. So I think that's going to be the key for me, that it is more flowy around the waist so that you don't see all the rolls that, we don't want people to see. We don't want people to see the rolls. It's hard. I've had a hard last few years with my health and my weight and all of that stuff. And, I finally am getting a little bit of that under control. I actually had, I had lost 18 pounds. You probably can't tell, but I lost 18 pounds after getting back from Africa, because when I got COVID and I couldn't eat. Yeah. Now if I could just keep going, because I was losing a pound a day. I was losing a pound a day, which probably wasn't a good thing, but anyways, I need to keep going. I think the biggest struggle with this is keeping all the pieces together with each one. So when we bag these, we bag each individual ornament in a bag. Okay, so like all of this one's in one little bag. All of this one's in one little bag. So when you pull it out, try to keep those pieces together so that you're not struggling with which muzzle goes with which one, you know? So, because it can be a little difficult to figure all of that out while you're gluing it together. You don't want to glue the wrong thing on and you send me a message, Darlene, I need another nose because I messed up. Okay, let's see here. There we go. All right. I have way too much glue on this. I'm going to actually pull that off and I'm going to clean up my mess. And I'm going to read some comments. Does you guys have that struggle too with your shape not being what you want it to be? I'm trying though. I am, and we walk every day. Yours isn't fancy. It's light and summery capsule. Oh, perfect. I'm going to actually wear a shirt underneath my my dress because it does have straps. So I ordered a white shirt. I think it'll be fine. My body likes to hoard weight. Yes, Lauren, I know that feeling because I don't eat a lot. I really don't eat a lot. I that's probably part of my problem. I skip meals and I know I need to sleep more because my doctor actually told me you will never lose all the weight that you want to until you get your sleeping back under control because your body, in order to release the weight, your body needs sleep. And I'm like, oh, so I've been hurting myself. So, let's see. I've missed a comment. Oh, Laura said your rescue girl, Harper, she's the absolute easiest. Wow, the bell on the door worked for you guys. Well, you know what? I wish that would work with mine. I did try the bell on the door for like not these dogs, but for Chloe. When we just had Chloe, I tried the bell and for her, she just didn't get it. I think Shih Tzus are kind of stubborn. I think that it's that breed. I think they're just kind of stubborn sometimes. You got your tiara tomorrow or you got your tiara yesterday and it's pink. My tiara is coming. You guys are like, why are you wearing tiaras? It's just part of the whole thing. It's kind of like, okay, so we wear tiaras and we wear fancy dresses. Yeah, it's part of convention. It's part of our dress up thing. We have certain colors for each day. I don't have all my stuff picked out. I need to. It's coming up soon. It'll be here before I know it. I'll be scrambling like last minute, ordering something off the internet. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think I found the perfect dress. I think this one's going to be the perfect dress. I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to stop looking. I just can't keep going. Okay, let me glue all this together, and then we got our very last one, which has a lot of pieces because it has all the little bricks, but they actually go together pretty easily as long as we keep them in the correct order. So that's going to be the key, is doing the correct order. Okay, on this one I do have the gift card part on the back. So this one's going to have the gift card part on it. I'll get it all lined up in a second. I just thought, oh, I'll just slap some glue on it. Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. Let us do this. Get this all on. My stomach is growling. Sorry, guys. I'm trying really hard to eat my meals at a certain time so I can take my medication because I have to take my my blood thinner at a certain time every day so it's consistent. Oh, I have to put the mouth part. I forgot to put the mouth part down. I'll do that. There's a hand and here's a hand. So I've actually been eating earlier and getting that done. And so therefore I'm a little hungry every morning because, because I eat like at 6 o'clock every night instead of waiting. And because before I would eat late, that was probably part of the problem too. I have a lot of problems. I know you're supposed to, but I stay up later. So I don't know. I'm working on myself this year. You know, somebody's got to work on me. You need to get your poop in a group. That's so funny. I love that. Your poop in a group. Yeah, I know. I got to figure it out too. I got to get packed next. I'll probably pack next weekend. Not this weekend, because this weekend I'm packing to go have fun. All right, so I'm going to do this. So the writing goes at the bottom. And I'm not inking the words. I'm just going to scooch this up just a little bit more to have some room. I don't ink the snowflake. All right. Okay. Trying to move things so that... All right. We're getting there. We're getting closer. We still have to do our speckling. Okay, so, and then we still have to do some white dots, and we have to do the cheeky dots, which are done with burnt umber. Hello, give me this. Hello, can I have it? So it feels so weird to not be up in the corner. Oh my goodness. So I have all my jewelry. I actually have jewelry that I only take to convention. It's in a little box, and it's a collection of glitzy jewelry. Okay, so these I'm gonna do them, and then I'm gonna put them the right direction, because remember I did it upside down. So each of these needs to be inked. Here's a way that I did it when I did a whole bunch. Okay, so I did the edges. So this is an idea. So it really helped a lot. And then I went down the centers of each of these instead of picking up each one. And then I did down each of these, and it actually worked. Okay, so rather than picking up each brick, I just used the corner of my ink pad. Okay. Maybe I should glue this on, and we'll just take it and we'll just put it right on here. Okay, so let's glue the little reindeer at the top first so that we know where to put everything. Okay, so let's glue this reindeer up here. I just got some glue down in the, I need to get a paper towel. I got some like in the crease part. Okay, so this goes right here. Can you guys see? Maybe I should go in a little bit closer. Okay, so that goes there. I'm gonna even that out, make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. And then the bottom part down here, I just put a bunch of glue because I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to put my pieces down into it. I'm going to take them off. Okay, so just like that, get that all lined up. And then these have writing on them. So you want your scoring to be where it's supposed to be. Remember, this is upside down. So we are going, and each line of bricks has a long one, a medium one, and a shorter brick. So you will know where each one goes. It's going to be so cute when it's all done. I love this one. I think that this one's probably going to sell the quickest of any, but they're all kind of cute. The ornaments are all cute. I had Tara make a bunch of those guys the other day, because I made a dozen of the ones with the fireplace on the weekend, and that was a lot. And I actually converted them. I made them into a gift card for my craft shows. But okay, now I can glue on all the other little pieces. Let's put his face. Let's put his muzzle. Oops, actually, next goes the snow, because the muzzle goes over the top of that. So snow goes next. And then the muzzle kind of overlaps. Okay, so like that. And then each hand, so I can just put down some glue for each of the hands. Okay. Oops. And then I'm having allergies all of a sudden. No allergies. His nose and the holly leaf up here. You can put it on his antler or on his forehead, wherever you decide. I'm gonna share glue right here. Okay, there's my little snowflake, and then this goes up here, and then I have my Merry Christmas. I'm gonna use my sponge. Oh my goodness, I need to blow my nose. All of a sudden, I'm having some allergies here. It is that time of year. There's a lot of stuff going on outside. Merry Christmas. Okay, we're going to speckle, and then we're going to do all of our white dots. So like I said, this project is long. These ornaments take a long time. I feel like I should charge double, but I can't. Okay, that one's my favorite. I still need to do the face part on that, but there's a line down from the nose. Let's get this out of here. Let's bring in some paper to do our speckling. We're going to speckle. I have stuff in my way here. Hello. Do I have paper towels? I don't. Let's see. We're just going to get our paper towels. Thanks for sprinkling, guys. I can't give you the link because my phone that I do that with is up above. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow everything will. All my ducks will be back in a row. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to put down more. So we're going to be speckling. There we go. I want to protect my area. Okay, I need one. These ones. There we go. Okay. I need one for tapping my paintbrush. My toothbrush. Where is it? Where's my toothbrush? Here it is. Okay. So there's the toothbrush. Okay, I do need to plug in the glue gun because I'm going to be gluing a bow on. There's still a little bit to go. Sorry, guys. I knew this would take a while. It's already past 8 o'clock. I'm so sorry. So we're at 1 hour and 1 minute. I knew it was going to take a while. Okay. I need to get another dish for water and white paint. Okay. So I'm going to speckle with white. And I need a little bit of water. Okay. All right, we have our paper towel. Well, I have one for my fingers. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our toothbrush. We're going to dip it in the water. Dip it on the paper towel. Dip it in your paint. Dip it on the paper towel. Dip it in the water. Dip it on the paper towel. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so that's going to get paint on here. I'm going to gently pull this back and make sure that my speckles are the correct size and not too huge, not too little. And I'm just going to speckle. I'm pulling backwards on here. And so it's spraying down little mists of paint. So my little mists of white paint. And then we're done. Okay, so done with that. I sop up that water. I move this out of the way. And then I'm going to use my extra one to wipe my hands. We're going to dry this really quick. And then we'll do all our other little things pretty quickly. I know, I love these too. They're my new favorite. They're just so cute. They really are adorable. Okay, so we still have some line work to do. Now, if in doing this, the eyes got filled in with your... with the white paint, you'll want to move it. My antler moved on here. I'm going to try to move it back. There we go. Okay, take these off. That's dry. We're going to do all our little details. We're going to do our ribbon, I have beads for 2. Oh gosh, I'm missing some ribbon. I should have 2 pieces of ribbon and I have 1. Oh, it's down on the floor. That's where it is. Okay. Sometimes that happens. There it is. All right, so we don't need this anymore. We're going to do some white highlights, and we're going to do our burnt umber. Okay, so cheekies are going to be burnt umber. We're going to do that little line. We just have a couple of things to do, and we'll be done. There are lots of steps. Okay, so I'm going to do this little line that goes down, and I'm going to go back over the eyeballs. I use my little marker because it kind of filled in with some of that white paint. Okay, there's that. It just finishes it. I'll go in closer with my camera so you guys can see better. All right. I had a huge order last night. I was working on it. It was for a convention. And when I looked up the convention, it's actually in Washington, D.C. It's actually a pretty big deal, the convention that it's for, like drug enforcement. Like not it's different. It's like a substance type thing, not drug enforcement. It was for substance something, and it's their 15th year for this conference, substance abuse type thing. Anyways, we had originally done 100, and then they ordered 245 more of this particular magnet that we engrave. It was crazy. So that I was working on that last night. I got all those done, and then Tara cuts the magnets and puts those on. So I'm doing 3 little dots on the cheekies. I'll show you. I'll give you a closer look so you can kind of see. Can you see the little 3 dots? Okay, and now we're going to do some white highlights. So you can choose to do these or not. Here's my sample. Okay, so here's my sample pictures. And so I'm going to kind of follow it. There's some little white dots on my trees. So I'm going to put some little, it's kind of like a snowball on here, just here and there. You don't want to have too many. They are just kind of scattered here and there. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do, each individual one has different little highlights. So I'm going to look at my sample. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But like on the top of my little antlers, it's like a swoosh with, I've used my stylus. And then I do in my little holly leaves and a dot on each berry, and do the ears. I just quickly do it. The nose, I do a little swish. It's tiny. And then I'm going to go over to this antler, sorry. And do each side. I'm pretty quick at it. So I just do a little swish and then dot, dot, dot. And if the dot, dot, dot doesn't fit, I just do 1 dot. Okay. So little swish on the hands. And then this guy, he's done. Okay, so he's all done. So he's got all of his white stuff on it. Like I said, you can do it or not. It's the same when you look at your little sheet that's going to come with your kit. You will be able to see what I do. You don't have to do, oops, white, Darlene. You don't have to do exactly like I do. Like I said, it's totally up to you how much or how little you do. You're the artist. You get to choose. So decide if you want to or not. I just kind of, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. When I send things to Tara, sometimes she does things differently than I do. And I'm like, that's okay. It's okay to have like 12 of something up on my display, and some of them are different. I'm okay with that because people love to pick through and choose which one do I like best, you know. Let's see. Okay, so I did do his feet. Okay, and I did do each of his hooves that are at the bottom. Oops. You have to reload your stylus. This is just a stylus that I'm using, okay, that I do my dots. Okay, so there's all of his. Oh, actually, I did one on his foot, right, on his leg. So right there, sorry, the top of it. Okay, so there's that one. We'll dry everything, and before we do all the little ribbon and all of that. Thanks, guys. I love them. I think they're one of my new favorites too. But every time I do one, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that one. I love that one, like the Santa ones and the Mrs. Claus. I love all that. Sorry, my nose is like a little snuffly. Woo! We're getting there. Okay, and then I'll turn it to do the other side. Okay, so I've been watching to try to distract me from what's going on in the world. I've been painting, I've been watching Hallmark videos, Christmas videos. You guys, I know it's only June. Usually I don't start watching them till July, but yeah, I've been watching Hallmark Christmas. Oh, and let's see. There's one. There. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Anything wrong with that? Anything wrong with with watching Hallmark Christmas videos in June? I hope not. They're all about the same. Do you guys? They usually all have the same little theme, and some of the actors are the same. I noticed that. I'm like, I just saw him in the last one. He had a different girl. Now he's with this girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, so see how you just kind of get a rhythm, and you just do it. You just do it. It just gets done. This just don't think about it. I just do it. I just get all the lines. It's like a little swoosh line. I use my stylus. Some people use a brush. I like to use my stylus because that's what works best for me. And then let's see. Oh yeah, on the top of this. And sometimes there's only room for one dot. Sometimes there'll be room for more than one dot. Okay. All right. We're done with that. Let's dry all of our little dots, and let's get our jute and our ribbon and our beads and everything on. Okay. So scooch that up. I'm going to move this because I'm going to use my heat gun and I don't want it blowing away. So it might not get all the way dry through, so be really careful when you're touching where there's dots. I missed a dot on that nose. I'm going to go back and redo that nose. But I think it's so cute. Oh my goodness. If you need to practice speckling, like when you're using the toothbrush, just do it on another paper first. If you feel like you're going to mess it up, just use a sheet of paper to try it on, like a colored sheet of paper. Don't just use white paper because it's not going to show. Okay, let me, his nose did not get done properly. So let me just do that and then, okay. You wipe that stylus off. Let's dry that. You thought you didn't order the Sunflower Market transfer. Oh, yes. Okay. You got it. Oh, and then and it was in there. Okay, so, I got my buy one of everything, and my Sunflower Market wasn't in there. Even though I got a free one in the mail, but when I ordered my buy one of everything, some of them, they left them out. I got a message saying, we're going to be mailing this to you. I thought that's what you're going to say. Okay, let me get this done. So 2 of them just have jute, and 2 of them have a bow and a bead. So I did them differently. They're not all the same. Got my little bow. My bows are red and black. Ribbon. And then my beads, I have a green one and a black one. That doesn't mean that's necessarily what you're going to get. When Tara does it, sometimes she does different ribbon. It just depends. You know, she's, sometimes she forgets things. If she forgets something from the order, let me know. It can happen, okay? Like if I take a picture and I included something in it, and I didn't post the new picture, then she may not know. So just, if there's ever a problem, let me know. We'll get it taken care of. I'm going to tell you at some point there's probably going to be a problem because we're human. We are not machines that never make mistakes. Machines make mistakes too, but I'm telling you, if you stick with me long enough, you're going to have an order that something's missing on. Because we're human. Yep, that's the way it is. Doesn't matter how many times you check things. Sometimes you just make a mistake. I just I've accepted it. I've accepted that there will always be an error ratio. When I first started having my daughter-in-laws work with me, and I was teaching them how to do things on the computer and to use the lasers, I knew that there would always be an error ratio, which means that there's always going to be an error now and again. And as long as your error ratio isn't high, then you're doing fine. If you have issue after issue after issue, that's a problem. But once in a while, yeah, that's just life. Okay, so if you are not able to hang in there, I am just going to put the ribbon and bows on these. Sorry, ribbon is a bow. The bow and the jute and the beads and all of that. So this one has a bow. I do have my hot glue gun plugged in. Okay, and the other one that has a bow is this one. These ones just have jute. So I fold it in half. Hello. Push it through. Open it up, grab the tails, and then I feed that through my bead. If you need to tape this off, if it doesn't go through easily, you might have to tape it. Sometimes you have to tape it. Oh my goodness. Well, we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's exactly where I thought we'd be, and we're almost done. So we're almost there. I think if I hadn't talked so much, we would have been done. But I talked a lot today. I needed to talk. I needed to talk about those things because they're heavy on my heart. And it's important things in our world today. Okay. And we can talk about that without saying, I'm for this person, I'm for that person. We can talk about those things. Okay. There's that one. Okay, so let's glue those on, and then these two just get jute. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I am almost done here. I'm going to clean up. My paintbrushes are probably dried. They're probably just going to... Sometimes if it takes me this long, I'm not able to get the paint out of them because I don't have a little water bucket like I should. Okay, I'm going to unplug my glue gun so it doesn't stay plugged in all weekend. Last two just have jute, and then I'm done, and I don't get to go up to the top and show you guys everything. Thank you, Barb. I try. You know what? I try to be kind, and I try to do the right thing. We all have our moments when we just go, what was that all about? Why was I that way? We all have our moments where we're not perfect, and we could do better. I think the thing is that striving to do better, striving to be kind, striving to be fair. I look at so many things, you know. I want this to be a little bit shorter. I like working with this. I want it to be just a little bit shorter. I try to do the right thing. I do have things that I strongly believe in, but I don't believe in bringing them to the table here because I don't feel that's fair, and I don't want to open up all of that here. My friends know, but I always try to be fair with anyone that I am doing business with, or anyone that is around me, and kind, you know. I feel like that's still too long. I might end up trimming them. I feel like that's just a little too long. Maybe I can undo that and do it a little bit shorter. Yeah. You know, we can't be perfect all the time. There's times when we may do something and we're not so proud of it. You know? We are always going to have things in our life that we go, why did I do that? Okay, I'm done. You all said you can catch my flight. Yes, exactly, Sherry. Yes. Did you put how to get to this? I did not put how to get to this because I can't, because my phone's up there that I do it with. My phone's right up above. I only have this one camera today because my cameras are acting up. They wouldn't connect. I don't know what's going on with them, but they're not making me happy. I totally agree with your mama, Sherry. I'm always that way too. I try to be. I try to be. You know what? There might be times when you go, Darlene, why did you do that? Because we're not perfect. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm right here. I would love to say bye. I'll say bye from here. Have a wonderful day. I hope that tomorrow I get my cameras fixed and I can see you guys and you guys can see me. I can't see you guys, but you know what I mean. Anyways, love you guys so much. Bye. Bye, guys. Have a fantastic day. This is our monthly kit. So I will go back and I will repost so you guys can grab it if